and gentlemen, hello again. Big Mike is back again with another flight. Today we're going to be shifting gears a little bit, flying a different carrier, and also this time going to fly some cargo. We'll be flying with the PMDG 747, flying from London Stansted over down to Frankfurt. This livery is the CargoLogicAir 747. They are based out of Stansted and just started their operations actually fairly recently. So, what I forgot to mention also is this time round, instead of X-Plane 11 or FSX Steam Edition, we are in P3D version 4. And this is more or less, I wouldn't say vanilla setup. I mean, I've got some of my basic add-ons on there. Like obviously you can see my Stansted scenery from UK 2000, and also Mega Airport Frankfurt version 2 from Aerosoft, and obviously here also my PMDG 747, along with Active Sky and a bunch of ORBX stuff and so on. So yeah, so just ran the flight plan. Flight time is going to be around an hour down to Frankfurt, and so I'll be taking you guys through the motions, and we'll try. Okay, that's just wonderful. It's like cinematic mode from what's it called, that camera app? Not Easy Dock, the other one which I'm using. It'll come to me eventually, but yeah, here just a wonderful view of some of the buildings and hangars and whatnot. Ah, there we go. That's more like it. And yeah, so without further ado, let's hop into the cockpit. Okay, so here we are. Just taking over the flight deck from the previous crew, and yeah, let's just go through our motions. And once again, just a more, it's kind of a obvious disclaimer. I'm no expert on the 747, so the procedures that I'm doing over here, they are probably not entirely accurate, but they just kind of work out for me. So. And anyway, I'm just trying to have fun with this airplane, so please bear with me. So, okay, and obviously I'm also going to be doing the captain's and the first officer's flows at the same time. So yeah, I mean, I'll be improvising along the way, but nonetheless, let's just get on with it. So, okay, so I'm just gonna test the oxygen, make sure that these switches are all in the right position, make sure that all looks okay, and then just look at the various pages. Okay, we got 21 quarts of oil and 20 quarts over there. That's good. Status page. Now we got more than 1800 psi of oxygen pressure, so that is fine, and more than 0.8 on the hydraulic quantity. Fair enough. Just verifying that all is okay. Yep. And fuel. Okay, we're gonna need to refuel anyway. So far so good. Okay. And just go down over here, just take a look if everything makes sense. I'm going to leave the seatbelt signs off because we're going to be refueling shortly. Alright, and I'm going to leave the first officer side because kind of silly that I do his side as well. Okay, and now just going from top down, top down, top down. Just basically set everything in the right position. So set the IRSs to nav. Okay, standby power is auto. These are on. That is off. Exterior power, we just only want the power 1 on. Power 2, we're going to leave that disconnected because we'll need that for the operation of the cargo door on the side, and also if we would be using the nose cargo door. Yes, this aircraft has a nose cargo door. It would also be using the power from that side, but in order for that to work, we actually have to leave this off. A bit counterintuitive, but that's the way it is. So these are off. That's okay. Okay, just close that. These are okay. We're going to do the fire test in just a second. And okay, just open up the crossfeed valves. So far, so good. Okay, we don't need that. That is off. The packs are off because we are getting air-conditioned air from the air conditioning cart. And we are going to do the light test. Okay. Looking good. Oops, wrong button. Okay, leave that on. Okay, just go through these. Just cancel, cancel, cancel. Okay, now we do the fire test. Silence the bell. And it says test in progress, and then we just wait for the test to be complete. After that, after it completes the test, you see fire test passed, but then it goes into a secondary fire test, which is basically, I think that stands for valve test in progress. So again, cargo operations have a few different requirements than passenger operations. So, and that thing takes a while because I guess it's just testing all sorts of things. So we just let that thing run, do its thing. IRSs are aligning, and in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and just put on the payload and the fuel. So let me just call up my flight plan. That is, if I can find it, because I got everything open here on my iPad here on the side, but it takes a few moments. Just bear with me. Here we go. So we have a zero fuel weight of 220.9 tons. Okay, that translates to we're carrying a payload of around 61.5 tons, roughly speaking. So, and for fuel, minimum required is about 17 tons, but we're going to be taking about 25 tons with us. So that is that. Okay, so see, fire test done, and that's over. Okay, I'm just going to leave that over here on that page because that's how I'm going to control most of these things. All right. So, okay, let's just go into our FMS. Okay, just go into the index page. These guys too. Okay, there we go. That one I'm just going to leave on the Lex page already. And this one, just go to the addend page. So, yep, 747-400. The engine type is correct. IRX cycle is up to date. So we're just going to go to the position init page. So we are in Stansted. And this is stand number 4. I don't know. Will it read that? Nah. What about 04? Nah. Okay. Doesn't matter. We're just going to use the GPS position anyway. It's precise enough for our needs. Alright. Okay. And now, essentially, we wait for the IRSs to align so that we can request the routes, because this aircraft does have an FMS upload function, so to say. And yeah, we'll just wait for that. So it's going to take around 5 minutes. So why don't we do the walk around in the meantime? So let's just jump outside. There we go. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and do the walk around. So again, I'm just going through the motions. Not that I'm a real 747 pilot, although I wish. So yeah. Just go through that. Well, I mean, this really looks nice. I mean the PMDG anyway. I mean, they've always outdone themselves with their aircraft, in my opinion. And now also here with P3D version 4 and whatnot, and then also using P3D Tweak Assistant from Matt Davis, adjusting the shaders. I mean, I think that P3D just looks gorgeous now. So anyway. Oh, just clipping the aircraft, but no matter. For those who are wondering what the hell this thing is, that is a tail stand. So when loading stuff from the aircraft, or unloading actually, should I say, loading and unloading stuff from the nose cargo door, and just pushing everything to the back, all of a sudden the aircraft becomes tail heavy, and just to prevent the aircraft from tipping over on its tail because the CG is too far aft. So yeah, there's that tail stand which they set up just to make sure that the 747 does not all of a sudden just sit on its tail. Alright, just going through the other side. I mean the amount of detail they have on this aircraft, it's just beautiful. I mean, I'm a huge 747 fan anyway, so I mean, there are going to be more 747 flights coming. Yep, there we go. Yeah, refueler is there. There's that. That's the AC cart connected to the underside of the aircraft. And that generator you hear, that's basically the ground power. There we go. It's this unit there, plugged to the underside. Okay. So now, let's see if we can get on the aircraft. So, oops, that's now a bit too high. So that's the view from the aircraft stairs. And in we go, clipping through the things. Yep. Everything looks loaded, and now we just let's just climb up here. Oops. Okay, in the upper deck. Whoops, wrong button. Now let's just go to the front, and here's the cockpit. There, and that concludes our quick and dirty walk around check. Well, not really a check, just more of a sightseeing tour around the aircraft. So we're just waiting for this thing to align. Should be in about a minute. And yeah, I mean, I can talk a bit about the routing. So we're going to be departing out of runway 22. And then we're going to be departing towards the east. Just fly out over the water. And then basically fly over the just fly by Amsterdam, fly over the Netherlands, and then just approach Frankfurt from the north. And then there, I had initially planned to land on runway 07. However, when looking at the WebEye on IVAO, They seem to be landing on runway 25, so that's what we're going to be aiming for. And here we go. There we go. Everything has sprung to life. Sat voice is available. Wonderful. And now comes the moment where we can put in all this stuff. So we're going to be going from Stansted to Frankfurt. And, oh no, wait, flight number, we're going to put that afterwards. And then we're just going to send the request. And now we wait. We wait. There we go. Route uplink ready. Load. There we go. It's done. At least I think. There we go. Now it's done. Okay, now I'm just going to put in our flight number. So our flight number is CLU380. And our call sign is going to be Firebird 380, because that's what they use for the radio transmissions. So, okay, so now we just check. So Clacton, UL620, Basno, UL603 to Sogpo, UT149 to Otsop, then T149 to Lipme, and then the T150 to Rollis. Okay, activate and execute. Just go back to the first page. Okay. Now I'm just going to put in the departure and arrival aerodromes. So let me just verify the winds real quick, because I believe it's still... Okay. Great. Not working when I need it to, so no worries. That's what we have active Sky for. So let me just tune in the ATIS. I'm going to be listening to that again just before we depart, so it's just right now for the FMS programming.
Echo Golf Sierra Sierra Airport information India 1850 Zulu weather wind 180 at
180
visibility 10 sky clear temperature 14 dew point 11 QNH 1019 advise on initial.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Yeah, 14 degrees. That's a typical day in the United Kingdom. So, runway 22, and we are taking the Clacton 8 Romeo departure. Or are we? Hang on a second. Let me just verify that. So let me just select the correct chart from my iPad. So it's in Clacton 8 Romeo. Really? Okay. Okay, so Clacton 8 Romeo. So it is. And arrival, I'm going to plan for runway 25 left Zulu. No, pilot Zulu 25 left. And we are coming in via Rollis 25S. Yep. And let me just double check the exact charts that I'll be needing. I'm just downloading the charts and taking a long time. A lot of charts. Here we go. Okay, so here are the stars, the RAAS. No, 250. And now just take out the approach. It's the ILS 25 left to Zulu. That's this one here. Okay, so I don't need any of these, so I just execute that. And now I will enter our flight level, 350, and step climb is none. Then I'm just going to request for the winds. And we wait. There we go. Load. Execute. Descent forecast uplink is ready, but we'll wait on that, because now what I want to do is just scroll through the route. See if everything connects up nicely and it all makes sense. Yeah, so based on this you can get a rough feel for how our routing is going to look like. So there's RAAS. There we go. That's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, I can live with that. Right, so now we just go to VNav, just put in the VNav stuff. So okay, let's just put in. So the transition altitude is 6,000 in the UK. So just put that in, and now I'll just go over to the descent page. Forecast, load the winds. And I don't know what the transition level is going to be in Frankfurt, but I'm just going to put in 7,000 for now. I'm going to revise it once we get closer. Okay. So, okay, that completes that bit. And now all we got to do is just put in the weights and all that. But before we do that, I am gonna... Oh no, wait, I cannot do that yet, but I can already turn this on, and I'm just already gonna put that in RTO, and since refueling is complete, just gonna put that on. Cross-check. So we got 6.3 tons of fuel on board in all of them, so as a matter of fact, actually I'm gonna need a completely different fuel configuration, so these need to be closed, because this is going to be the fuel tank engine config. Then all I need is just basically I need to turn these pumps on once we're ready to go. But we still got time until then. Yep, just cancel those. Okay, so just checking everything. Okay. Alright, so just got a couple more things to do, and yeah, and I'll be back. We'll be ready to go in just a few moments, so yep, be right back. Okay, back again. Cargo loading has completed, or let's just say it has. So we are now just going to complete our setup, and then off we go. What I also forgot to mention is we'll be flying on IVAO, or I think I may have mentioned that, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to be flying on IVAO. We're all connected up, and so far there's no air traffic control around, so, but there hopefully will be some in Frankfurt. So alright, so now we can complete this page. So our reserves are, okay, so that's 7.0, 7.1, and cost index of 100, and we have a zero fuel weight of 220.9. that gives us a gross weight of 245.9 around. Yep, that all checks out. So we take that, and okay, that's gonna be an interesting departure, but oh well. So now, okay, I'm just gonna pre-select those, and now just gonna grab something to write, because I'm gonna be listening to the ATIS. So here we go.
Golf Sierra airport information. Kilo 1850 Zulu, weather wind 180 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 14, 2.11, QNH 1019. Advise on initial contact, you have information. Kilo Echo Golf Sierra airport information.
Alright, so okay, now I'm just going to do my performance calculations. Just going to do that real quick. So just doing that on the side here. So we're departing out of Stansted, out of runway 22. Dry. So what were the winds? So it was like 180 at 6. Outside air temperature 14, and QNH 1019er. Okay, thrust rating optimum. Flaps config, I think we're going to use flaps 10 because we're light enough, because we're rather light today. Okay, 3 packs on and anti-ice off, and so my takeoff weight is 245.079er. So 245.079er, and calculate. Okay. Alright, so okay, it's just giving me a few things, so let me just select the best one. Okay. Alright, now let's just punch everything in. So we're going to be doing, because we're very light, D-rate 2, and an additional 64 degrees of assumed temperature. And then just go on over here, and we're using flaps 10. And this thing is telling me an acceleration height for the engine out is 800 feet. Okay. So dry, and we're talking about a V1 of 130, 138, and 148. And just accept that. So go down to 148. Okay. So I think we can start closing things up over here, and then we can already head off pretty much. So I'm just going to release the side cargo, release the truck, release the maintenance van, release the tail stand. And release these. And let's just take a look from the outside. Just watch them go. Alright, so let's get a better view. There we go. Yep, there goes the cargo door. Once that cargo door is shut, that's when we could connect the secondary power. Well, anyway, let's just hop back into the cockpit. Okay, just get everything ready. So I'm just gonna start the fuel pumps because I'm gonna start the APU in just a second. And we can actually already go through the pre-flight checklist. So, pre-flight checklist, oxygen tested 100%, flight instruments, heading 225, altimeter 1019 or 360, parking brake set, fuel control switches cut off, pre-flight checklist complete. Okay, so while everything is just starting up, and so I'm just going to go through quick and dirty departure briefing. So we're going to be departure briefing. We're going to be departing out of runway 22 from Stansted via the Clacton 8 Romeo departure. So we climb straight ahead to 1.2 dmi of India Sierra X-ray, then turn left, intercept Clacton radial 267 inbound by Seagar, then cross 28 dmi Clacton at or above 3,000, maximum 4,000 feet, then at 21 dmi Clacton at 4,000 feet, 16 dmi Clacton 5,000 feet, and 13 dmi at 6,000, then to Clacton. That is an awfully specific climb profile, but that's pretty much all the London airports, because there are so many airports in so close proximity. They had to find a way to make it work. So anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, and then in case of engine failure, we just continue straight ahead, climb to 3,000 feet, then left turn, inbound radial 267 Clacton, and then we'll just accept radar vectors to land runway 22. Landing weight is not an issue. Runway is dry, so it's not going to be an issue. And in case of rejected takeoff, actions are before 80 knots, abort for any malfunction, before V1, abort for engine fire failure or aircraft becomes uncontrollable. Actions are I call stop, throttles idle, speed brake deploy, max reverse, come to full stop, set parking brake, and identify, and go through the appropriate checklist, and then either evacuate on the runway or we taxi back to the stand. That's my quick and dirty departure briefing complete. So APU should be running by now. Yep. So let's just connect everything up. And now let's release the L1 door. I mean the stairs on the L1 door. So they're going to release the air conditioning unit, and I'm going to release the ground unit, or the ground power unit. And then once that is done, I'm going to release the chocks. So okay. And while we're at it, just going to pressurize the hydraulic system, assuming that we received clearance from the ground. So put that to aux, put that to auto, oh no, sorry, put that to aux, and then put these two to auto. That is the, to my understanding, that is the order. So you turn these to aux, then this to aux, and then out, then auto. And for turning off, it's, well, when shutting down on the other side, it's the exact opposite. I don't know, I have to reread that. So, has this thing been disconnected? No, not yet. Because once it's been disconnected, that's when I'm going to turn on the packs. And I'm just going to go ahead and have 3,000. I'm just going to set 4,000 on this one for the time being. If there's no ATC online, I'm just going to power through. I'm not going to stick to those climb restrictions. There we go, disconnected. Okay, so I'm just going to turn one pack on. Just check the fuel. Does that all make sense? Yes, it does. Okay. Right. So now just one last check. Is there anyone online in Stansted? If not, then off we go. Nope, doesn't seem so. So, off we go. So, let's call up GSX. There we go, prepare for pushback. Nose to the right. No, we don't want to start before. And set the beacons to both. And actually now, I'm just going to turn all the packs off for engine start. Alright, and we do the before start checklist. Passenger signs. Pass signs on MCP. V2-148, heading 222, and altitude 4,000 feet. CDU pre-flight completed. Yeah, we'll take care of the wheel checks in just a second. There we go. There. Sorry, takeoff speeds V1-130, VR-138, V2-148. Okay. And now CDU pre-flight completed. Trim. That's something I always forget, so I need 5.8. Okay, 5.8. Yeah, that's close enough. 0 and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing completed. Beacon, both. Before start checklist complete. So, let's just take a look from the outside.
Departure check completed. Line has been inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brakes released.
Push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
And off we go. Such a beautiful airplane. I really love that 747 to bits. Well, anyway, let's start the engines. So, engines 4 and 3 start. Well, let's hear it from the outside. Oh, such a beautiful sound. Well, let's hop back in. Okay, engines 2 and 1 start. Okay, let's go to cinematic view. Well, let's hop back into the cockpit. There we go. All seems normal. Alright, then before taxi items, flaps 10. Okay. Oops, wrong one. No, yes, sir. Here's recall. Yeah.
Unlocking gear.
Flight control check.
Tow truck disconnected. Flight nuts being removed.
Okay. Rudder. Alright, then, before taxi checklist, anti-ice, auto, recall, checked, auto brake, RTO, flight controls, checked, ground equipment, they're still clearing.
Left is clear. Right
Okay.
is clear.
Alright, so clear left, clear right, before taxi checklist complete. Okay, now we just gotta wait for these guys to move out of the way, and then off we go. Well, let's get an outside view again. Now I suppose we can also get a few wing shots, wing view shots. Yeah, look. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Not that you'd have this view in this cargo plane. And off they go. So, off we go. Okay, brakes checked. Okay, not too sure how they taxi here in Stansted, but I'm assuming they would be taxiing on that inner taxiway over there. Not too sure. Yeah, we are light. We are very light. I'm usually more accustomed to heavier loads, but this is very light. But anyway, let's just go through the before takeoff motions. Okay, so where is it? So before takeoff checklist flaps 10. Before takeoff checklist complete. so here's the runway. Approach sector seems clear. Gotta turn on the strobes. No one seems to be on approach. Wonderful. So, right side clear, left side clear. Okay. Turn on all the lights. Alright, so, yep, lineup items are complete, so, here we go, takeoff. Takeoff power set. Ah. Love it.
80 knots.
Checked.
A1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Okay, I'm just going to put on the autopilot because I want to be able to see things. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to select a higher altitude. Yep, it's fall. Here's our acceleration altitude. Flaps 5. Flaps 1. And flaps up. Now I'm just going to select the... I'm just going to go ahead and ignore those altitude restrictions. If there's no ATC around, there's no real point, is there? So I'm just going to select the cruising altitude already. Ah, there's the next cruising. You know what? How about flight level change? And okay, just waiting for the flaps to retract before I can do the after takeoff checklist, but let's go for a few wing shots. There's Stansted. There we go. Such a majestic aircraft. Okay, altimeter standard 7,000 now. Alright, after takeoff checklist, landing gear, up and off, flaps up, after takeoff checklist complete. Okay, just gonna go to the VNAV page. Now once we're... what happens if I press VNAV now? VNAV out? Okay, nope. Nope. So I actually have to delete these restrictions. Fine. Fine by me. Okay, it's at 10,000 feet. What happens if I do this now? VNAV speed. There we go. That's more like it. So turn off the lights. And turn off the seatbelt signs for the supernumeraries. And now we just accelerate. There's our top of climb. Let's take a nose view here. Yep, there we go. There's the... Again, I am not a I mean, I live in the UK, but I'm not a geographical expert, but I believe... I mean, right down here, that's the... I believe that is the Thames estuary. That's where the Thames actually feeds into the North Sea. But again, I am not too familiar with this specific location. Oh. Is that a glitch? Yeah, looks like a scenery glitch. Oh well. Beautiful day to go flying. Although it's cold. 14 degrees, I don't know. For me, operating temperature is around 30 degrees. Okay. Let's get some outside views. Oh, okay, forgot to reset this. Don't need that. Ooh, bit of a stutter. Okay, let me just review. Fuel page. Yep, all looks good. Recall is fine. Alright, so far so good. Okay, top of climb coming up at Redfa. And yeah. Well, I guess at this stage, I can talk a little bit of what's been going on over here. And there's a reason why I didn't make a video all too recently. I don't know, for some reason always seems like I keep on saying that with each video, apologizing for not making videos all the more often. But just recently got a new job and just started last week. Or just under 2 weeks ago, and yeah, just been, just trying to basically start over again and yeah, just make sense of things, and just new work environment and new challenges, new things to learn and so on. So, and yeah, so that's why. Because for the last few years, for about 7 years, I've been working as a flight dispatcher in pretty much in a business aviation setup, and after 7 years of doing that, I decided that, you know what, why don't you try out something new? So sent out my applications and so on, and found another airline that was willing to take me on, and they just so happened to be a cargo operator. Hence why I decided to do this cargo flight. So again, it's going to be something completely different, something completely new, compared to, if you compare that to business aviation. So yeah, so just looking forward to the new challenges ahead, and see how that goes. And so we should be over. So this is the channel. No, not the channel. What am I saying? You know, the North Sea. And yeah, so flight level 270. Let me just take a look if there's any air traffic control nearby that I need to worry about. Nope. Nope. So far, no. Okay. Well, at this stage, there's not much that's going to happen. We're going to be reaching our top of climb shortly, and yeah, so it's just basically just smooth sailing all the way until descent. So yeah, so once things will get interesting again, we'll come back to the flight deck. Until then, enjoy some stunning views over the English Channel. Hello again. So, we are about 80 miles away from our top of descent, and I just took a look on the WebEye, and it seems like the Frankfurt Tower is still online. So hopefully they'll be there by the time we arrive. So anyway, without further ado, let's just hop back into the captain's seat, and let's just prepare basically our approach and everything we need to get this aircraft back on the ground. So anyway, I'm just gonna take a look at the METAR, or sorry, at the ATIS for the tower. Winds variable 2 knots, broken 9,000, temperature 17 degrees, QNH 102.4 in Frankfurt. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-select that over there. Transition level 60. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, so let's just fix that. So transition level 60. Oh yeah, needs to be 6,000. Sorry. Okay, so it's taking that. And no SIG. Arrival runway 25 left and 25 right, and departure runway 25 center and 18. Yeah. We are going to be landing on 25 left because I am not too sure if runway 25 right is approved for 747s. I don't recall ever seeing one land on that runway, but whatever. So we're going to be using flaps 25, and we're going to have an auto brake setting of 2, which should be good for most cases. And now let's just refer to the chart. So it'll be ILS Zulu 25 left. So we are a category D aircraft, so we need 562, round that up to 567 barrel. So I mean, what am I saying, 570? So, 570. Sorry, just to check. Landing altitude 300 feet. Yeah, that all makes sense. Alright. So, let's just go check this out. Okay, so about 50 miles left. Okay, so let's do an approach briefing, a quick and dirty one. So it'll be Alice approach runway 25 left in Frankfurt. Final altitude is 4,000 feet. Glide path comes in overhead Letki. Check altitude at 4.2 DME of the ILS is 1,710 feet. And minimum is at 562 feet, set as 570 in our case. And in case of a missed approach, climb straight ahead to 5.5 DME of Frankfurt Main VOR, then turn left to intercept radial 243 Frankfurt Main, then on radial 243 Frankfurt Main to 8 DME of Frankfurt Main, or 5,000, whichever is later, then turn left to Charlie VOR and maintain 5,000 feet. That's also another mouthful there. And we'll be landing with flaps 25 and auto brakes 2. Quick and dirty approach briefing is complete, I would say. So, in that sense, now we can go on to do the descent checklist. So, descent checklist, recall, checked. Auto brake, 2. Landing data, VREF 145, minimum 570. Approach briefing complete, descent checklist complete. Okay, so I'm just gonna select that, and so here also they've got a somewhat of an interesting descent profile going on. You probably may have noticed that from other approaches which I did into Frankfurt from my previous videos. Anyway, so the first target altitude is going to be flight level 120, so I'm just going to dial that down. Alright, so in about 3 minutes we'll be hitting our top of descent. Okay, and then after that, so we need to be flight level 120 overhead Ostpull, and then thereafter flight level 900 at Delta Fox 601. So Ostpull is right there, and Delta Fox 601 you can't see it, but it's right, it's somewhere hidden over there. So, alrighty. Let's have some last wing views. God, I love this aircraft. And also, I also like the paint scheme. I don't know, it kind of suits it. I kind of like this. I mean, this livery just kind of looks quite neat on the 747. I find it's a very similar livery to that of Airbridge Cargo, because CargoLogicAir, they belong to Airbridge Cargo. So, or I don't know, I wouldn't say belong to Airbridge Cargo, but basically they both belong together in some way. So anyway, let's just hop back into the cockpit. And the top of descent should be upon us in about 10 miles, no sorry, 14 miles. Zoom in on that. Okay, according to my map, we are just about to overfly Essen. Essen should be somewhere straight ahead there. Oh, we're turning, okay. So Essen, according, I think that could possibly be Essen. Straight ahead, and then this I think could be Duisburg. Now let's just step outside the cockpit for a second. It's too cloudy to tell anything. It's too cloudy to see anything. So, just another 3 miles, and down we go. And here we go. We are probably going to be dive bombing this, judging by this. So just keep an eye on the vertical speed. Yeah, we're going to be dive bombing this one. Although, no, seems to be doing fine. Oh, sorry, wrong one. There we go, that's the one. All right. So nothing much happening here until we're a bit closer in. So I'm gonna skip ahead and until we're a bit closer to the airport and a bit lower. Alright, see you then. Alright, we are back. So, just currently passing, we just passed flight level 160, and we're just about to approach Ospol, and just already going through the first clouds. But nothing dramatic. So, and yeah, just trying to keep. Man, it's been because we're so light. It's kind of difficult to maintain the descent path and also the speed. Just kind of always wants to run away from me. So always had to basically intermittently always had to use the speed brakes, but so be it. So, there's a departure over here. So, yeah, he's already above us, so that is good. And I already dialed in the next altitude of, next flight level of 9,000. And yeah, speed should be going down to 240 any second now. So, okay, just checking this one. Yep, that one's still the same. Yeah, so now it's just basically just keep an eye out for just basically keep an eye out for things. Well, let's do some wing views. Or, check this out. Wrong button. There we go. That's what I wanted. I don't know. Active Sky Cloud Art, it's nice, but I don't know. It's just... I don't know. There's something about the repetitiveness of these textures that's just kind of bugging me. I don't know. I need to see if... I don't know. I need to check out if... I want to continue using cloud art, or if I want to use something else, like soft clouds from direct textures. But I don't know. I'll have to see that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It does look nice and all, but just still somehow, in some ways, it just falls short, I find. I mean, that is the cool thing about flight simulation, is that it's like there's always something you can tweak. There's always something that you can do to your simulator that to improve it. It's like it's a project that never ends. It's just something that never finishes. Okay, let's zoom in here a little bit. So total air temperature is 13 degrees, so we don't need any anti-ice. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is turn on the supernumerary seatbelt signs. Wow. I don't know, sometimes some things seem always to be glitching. It's like, yeah, I don't know. There's the River Rhine. Very familiar river. But I don't know, somehow it just looks... I don't know. I think I need to play around with the shader settings, because somehow the river looks a bit weird. Here are these dark spots. I mean, I get it, they're supposed to be cloud shadows. No, although here it looks fine, so I don't know what this is. Yeah, here it looks fine. So I'm not too sure what that is. Anyway, there's the airport, loading in the background. There we go. You can just see how it loads into the scenery. The scenery loads itself in here bit by bit. And also, the closer we get to it, the jumpier the frames get. There's another guy that just departed. And here we go, down to 240 knots. Frankfurt Airport. It does look neat from up here. That is a very familiar airport to me. And where is it? I think we are right about there. Kelstelbach. That's where I used to live a long time ago. Yeah, there he goes, just coming in. Lived there for about a year. Good times. Oh well. Let's pay attention over here. Okay, so I need to be above flight level 900 at this waypoint, which is the case. So And now let me just see what my next altitude will be. So that should be, I need to be above 8,000, so I'm just going to dial that down to 8,000. And now we just literally just follow the RNF transition until we hit final. Whoa. Huh. Okay, somehow the clouds reloaded and wow. Yeah, somehow everything just reloaded. That is something I need to check out. That is something I need to check out. See if I can fix that. Anyway, below 10,000. Turn these on. And you know what? I'm just going to turn these on as well. Even though they're not physically on yet, but yeah. That's the whole thing about single pilot operations. It's just sometimes it's just easier to get things out of the way early if you can. So yeah. So I guess we'll fast forward until we turn onto base. So see you then. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, okay, so here we are just turning onto the final course for the ILS runway 25 left. This guy just kind of cut ahead of me, so had to do some kind of evasive maneuver, which has basically ended me up being on the north side of the ILS. That was not intended, but yeah, whatever. So we're just going to let him steam ahead, and we're actually just going to introduce the first step of flaps, just so we can slow down and just give this guy enough time to land. So, because I don't fancy doing a go-around, to be honest with you guys. So I'm just going to let him do his thing. So I'm just gonna select LNAV. So should intercept. And of course, when this distraction, I totally forgot to do the altitude. Ah, there we go, localizer. Cool. Let's just do the localizer capture. So then let's do the approach checklist. So approach checklist, altimeter is 1024, 5700. Approach checklist complete. And flaps 5. Okay, let me just see, because we need to be at 4000 by Letke. Yeah, we're good. And I'm just going to maintain 200 knots. I just hope that this guy... Huh. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pre-select the Frankfurt Tower frequency. And, actually, might as well tune into that already.
Turkish 120, good evening. Confirm, establish at F25 left or 25 center.
Ah, there we go. There's a Turkish airline.
25 center, Turkish 1200.
25 center, eh? You cut me off, mate.
Turkish 120, roger. Wind variable 2 knots, runway 25, clear to land. And for information next time, 25 center is not active for arrival.
Haha.
Sorry. Okay. Well, I can change to 25 right if you want. Turkish 1200.
120, No problem. At the moment it looks like you're established for the localizer 25 left.
Just look him chat it out.
Negativ. Mal eins. FMC.
No, let's just...
South to 5 center, Turkish 120.
Turkish 120, Roger.
Oh well. It happens.
Having 2 kilo Fox on block 9 center, south. Having 2 kilo Fox verstanden, Shuttle.
Okay, let me just see. And I'm just gonna go ahead and select that. And also I'm just gonna introduce flaps 10. Then just dial the speed down back to at least 180 knots. I just want to increase the...
Turkish 1200, you are definitely going for runway 25 left. If you read clearance, wind variable 2 knots, runway 25 left, or 2% target length.
Okay.
I don't know what your FSD is doing, but okay.
25 center, 25 left, clear to land, Turkish 120.
Okay, I really want to increase the distance between those two. And once I'm so localizer, glide slope alive. Because I really want to increase the distance between those two. And, okay, there we go. Just so it is 144 plus 5, that's 145. So once we capture the glide slope, it's going to be gear down, flaps 20, and so on. So. Now let's just take a quick look around.
Nicht, dass du noch auf dem Taxiway Mike landest hier.
Offenbar nicht hier, ne?
What was that? Well, glide slope capture. So. Gear down.
Jetzt hat er.
Flaps 20. So I need 149er. And flaps 25. Final setting. And 5,000 feet. Missed approach altitude. Alright, so landing checklist, speed brake. Armed. Landing gear. Down. Flaps 25. Landing checklist complete. And let me just call into the tower. Frankfurt Tower, schönen guten Abend. Firebird 380, established ILS Zulu 25 left.
Firebird 380, guten Abend, Squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Firebird 380. Okay, I hope I'll get a landing clearance shortly.
Firebird 380, wind variable 2 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, Firebird 380. What on earth is this guy doing? Ha! Okay. Interesting. Well, anyway, things are loading in, so yeah, now scenery is starting to stutter a little bit.
1200, welcome to Frankfurt. taxi to stand Bravo 20, Lima, November 5.
Okay. So, auto throttle disconnect. And autopilot off, manual flight. Okay, now let's see. I hope this is going to be an okay landing. Otherwise, it'll be quite embarrassing. Checked.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, spoilers deploy. Reverse normal. Okay, 60 knots. Manual braking. Okay, I'm going to be doing the after landing items shortly, but he's going to call in. Okay, so after landing items.
Cargo Firebird 380, taxi Mike 19er, Mike 30, cross runway 25 center.
Taxi Mike 19er, Mike 30, cross runway 25 center, correction CargoLogic, correction Firebird 380, sorry. That's the thing, is that when you fly with call signs that you're not too familiar with, it's just, yeah. So, anyway. So, I turn these off. Turn off the strobe. Wait a minute. Where am I? I kind of lost where I am, but no, Mike with 30 is over there. Okay. So let me just complete the after landing items. So he said cross 25 center is approved, so that should be 30 right there. Okay, let me just turn on the strobes. Then once we're on the other side, I'm going to turn on the APU. Okay, so let me just check. Yeah, clear on the right. Alright. And then let's just stand by for further taxi instructions.
Firebird 380, taxi to stand Foxtrot 233 via Lima, November 15 and November North.
Taxi stand Foxtrot 233 via Lima 17, Lima November 15, Lufthansa correction Firebird 380. I hope I got that right. Stand 233.
1200 on the box.
Turkish 1200, Roger, have a nice evening, bye bye.
Okay,
Bye.
so I can continue to the left over here. And then via November 15. Okay, that is an odd way to taxi me around, but okay. Anyway, let me start the APU. Okay, let's save some fuel. Let's turn off engine number 3. Engine 3 shutdown. Cancel. Okay, APU is running. So here's November 15. No, wait. This is November 1. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's November 15? This is November 16. Okay. Either the scenery's not up to date or there's something wrong over here. Wait, let me just go to the outside view. Ah, here's November 15. Haha. Okay, that is a very sharp turn. There we go. Thought I missed it for a second. That is a very odd way to taxi me around. Anyway, so just APU generator 1 on.
Frankfurt Tower, EGSS, FTX 572. If a possible landing runway 25 center because Navigraph Charts, the ELS for runway 25 left, and I want Sceneries for runway 25 left.
Wow, I didn't understand a word you said.
Airport 5 412.
Portugal 572, hello.
So this is
Currently no much traffic,
232.
too fast center should be okay.
So that's 232.
I see you for a few moments.
Okay, and I am already gonna turn off these lights. And wow. There we go, 233. I hope I don't screw up the lineup. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm off that bad. Come on, just a few more meters. Come on. There we go. So, set the parking brake. Okay, at least one APU generator is on. Okay, so engine cut. This one still goes to aux. Okay, we'll just go to this view. Okay, so far so good. These go off. Okay. I only need one pack. This one goes off. Okay, ground connections, set the wheel chocks, release the brakes, and now this can go off. Alright, so, shutdown checklist, hydraulic panel, set, fuel pumps, off, flaps, up, parking brake, released, fuel control switches, cut off, weather radar, off. Shutdown checklist complete. Okay, let me just call into the tower and just tell them that I'm on blocks. Firebird 380 on blocks. Danke für den Service. Schönen Abend noch. Tschüss.
Firebird 380 verstanden. Schönen Abend noch. Ciao, ciao.
Okay, there we go. Alright. Well, here we are in Frankfurt, safe and sound. Just connected up all the, basically all these guys, all these vehicles and so on. Just about to start the offload. And yeah, that was a quite an interesting approach into Frankfurt. Don't know what the guy ahead of me was doing, but based on the radio chatter, I guess that he thought he was landing on 25 center, but in reality he was landing on the wrong runway. So that's why he cut me off. So I don't know. Anyway, I mean, it happens. And yeah, so yeah, so, I mean, just it's nice flying the 747 every now and then. I actually been flying the 747 a lot lately, because I mean that is really just a beautiful aircraft. Just absolutely love the 747, the true queen of the skies. Even though I'm also an Airbus nut, but there is something about the 747 that I really do enjoy. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave a thumbs up and a comment, and hope to see you guys soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So until next time, take it easy, happy landings, and take care.